Hello Libra, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is still new, just over a year old, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. If you've already subscribed, if you subscribe today, thank you all so much. Subscribed or not, I'm really grateful for everyone to be here. Those of you who are new and don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing a series that's an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames called Perception, the Two Yet One. This is book one, and I've read this book aloud live on Facebook. I uploaded all those videos here for you to enjoy for free. Just know that book two is already published and available. And all the links that you need for my books are in the description box below. Also, if you would like a personal reading, the information to contact me to schedule one is also in that description box. So welcome back everyone. As I usually do, I'll try to describe what I'm doing here as quickly as I can. I had a cat. She was an indoor-outdoor cat. She was very old. Her name was Mama, my familiar. She was a black cat that was just so special. A few months ago, she just left and didn't come back. And, you know, she knew about cars. All the neighbors knew her. I'm pretty sure she's gone. So I've been thinking about her a lot, and so I've been seeing cats everywhere and cat stuff, especially this tarot. You know, I would go to a store with my mom and I would see this tarot, and I just thought it was just too lighthearted for what I'm doing here. But now I see that that's exactly why Spirit wanted me to have it. So today we're using the cat tarot. It's illustrated by Megan Lynn Cott. And it is, the text is by a Julia Smiley. Okay, it's a very cute deck. And at the end of the reading, I'll pull one card from the White Light Oracle by Alana Fairchild, and the artwork is by A. Andrew Gonzalez. And because Bast, you can call her Bast or Bastet. She's Bast in this deck, one of my favorites. Legendary Ladies Goddess deck by Anne Shen. And yeah, so if I need to clarify, I'll use the Tarot of the Cloisters. I really love this lovely little deck. So okay, so I'm a twin flame reader. I'm the kind of person that is reading for people who are consciously on the spiritual path to enlightenment. They work on themselves every day to become better and better people. They, work on myself so that I don't get caught up in victim mode, and I take responsibility for the energies in my life. And so I think it's those kind of people who are going to understand what I'm doing here more. I'm saying this because I've had some negative comments where people just don't seem to understand my message. And it's all about taking responsibility for the energies that are in your life. I know sometimes it's hard, but that's who's going to understand what I'm doing here. And you know, that said, as a reader, because I'm a twin flame reader, I'm all about a spiritual mission. I'm all about balancing out your masculine and feminine energies. And changing things, how things go for humanity changes, for the better, changes the world. So this is what I'm all about. That said, as a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will, which is very powerful. I read major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. Your divine blueprint is the plan that you wrote for your own life before you incarnated, so that you would encounter and hopefully learn certain important lessons of life that, when learned, raise the vibration and the wisdom encoded in your soul. Now, it's possible to lower in vibration during a lifetime because of our very powerful free will, but if we can manage to rise lifetime after lifetime, or even significantly during one lifetime such as this one, we may reach what we call enlightenment, like Buddha and Jesus, Isis and Thoth, and all kinds of other people that we know affected a great deal of positive change on our planet. So when I'm looking at your major arcana cards, it's a lot like looking at your destiny, but it isn't exactly because of your very powerful free will. There are times that things happen that we could not control. And those times are written into our divine blueprint that way. Those times are indicated to me by the Wheel of Fortune card, which you do not have, or a very large number of major arcana cards as opposed to minor arcana cards in your spread, which you also don't seem to have. So, all right, so let's get started. Here at the heart of everything for you at this time, Libra, you've got the 7 of Cups. Look at how cute that is. See? And you know, like Capricorn and Virgos, their readings seemed really sad. They were very sad. And so this cute little deck, I understand why. This is, the cat spirit is saying that let's lighten up a little bit, even if when we're on these very serious spiritual paths. So you may have been confused about something, okay? So Cups is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. It's water energy. It is emotions, but it's also intuition. And I just feel like you are not confused anymore, because the 7 of Cups is about that. It's just you get like overwhelmed with all these choices and options, dreams, you know, daydreams, you know, what are you going to choose, okay? But you seem to have gotten some clarity recently, okay? You may have your priorities in order, or just like all of a sudden it hit you what you're going to do. Now the energy that is crossing this energy is always read right side up, and it's another cup card. So this is all about your emotion, but also your intuition, okay? Now this is the 4 of Cups. Isn't that cute with the little fish? You know, this is the last week I'm going to have this summer setup, because next week we're going into autumn. So you know how much cats love fish. I just thought it's so cute and appropriate. Anyway, so the 4 of Cups is when you're very blessed. You're surrounded by luxury, but it gets a little boring. You get a little stagnant, okay? So you have this clarity, but you're kind of bored. You're a little bit stagnant here. This is when it's a good time to be really grateful for everything that you have, okay? Because there's an element of not seeing an opportunity. There's an element of not seeing how blessed you are. In the Thoth deck, this is called luxury. Now, the 4s are stability. So yeah, your life is pretty stable. You've got some clarity about, you know, what your options are, but in a way you're still pretty bored. But here was, if you just go ahead and start counting your blessings, then this will bring you out of this boredom and bring gratitude out of your heart, and then that'll bring back more stuff to be grateful for. I mean, you know, I'm just starting to feel like whenever I see the 4 of Cups, then somebody's life is really good. It's like the Sun card, but it's the only problem is that the person it's about isn't appreciating all the abundance that they have anymore. You see what I mean? We'll get more of that as we go. The root of everything is the Knight of Swords. Okay? So this is a Gemini energy. You may have had interaction with the Gemini, but this is your energy too, along with Aquarius and of course Gemini, like I just said. I just feel like there's some sort of communication that may have come in very quickly. And that may have been what gave you this clarity, because this is what's at the root of everything. And here is what is at the heart of everything. So this is a card of communication. This is also a card of bravery. So there may be some bravery here connected to this clarity. And, you know, there is also a little bit of disappointment connected with this as well. So you may have been, you may have gotten this clarity. Somebody could have been really blunt with you. It doesn't have to be an air sign. Or you may have just realized through your intuition, since we have so much water here, you may have realized through your intuition what you're going to do. And you could be a little disappointed because it's going to require bravery. And this is also a card of movement. Okay, this is, I mean, look at it. I mean, he's jumping. This is quick movement. Okay, this is skill. This is sometimes rushing into the unknown. Okay, so I just feel like, you know, maybe sometimes this is rushing to war. Maybe you know what you need to do now and you're disappointed because there's something that isn't really, I don't see war. I don't see war. I mean, I don't see conflict. In fact, look at this here. Okay, so moving on. This is your recent past that is moving out of your life right now. And I'll just show this to you upright. And what you have here is the 7 of Wands. So that's 2 7s so far. Do you have any more 7s? No. Okay, so you might want to go ahead and look up angel number 77. Okay, because that's a double. Look at how cute this is. Okay, so the 7 of Wands. Did I say 7 of... Oh, never mind. 7 of Wands. Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. When it's right side up, this is when, you know, you've got the upper hand. You've had some conflict, but you've got the upper hand. Okay, this is where you persevere and you win. However, this is in the reverse for you. So in your recent past, you were battle weary. Right. This is when you're tired of the struggle. This is when you've had anxiety, and you know, this does also have an element of confusion and doubt. Okay, so yeah, you've been going through some sort of conflict, some sort of struggle, and it's related to this. See how these 2 7s are talking to one another. So your emotions and or your intuition was causing conflict? Confusion? You were determined to figure it out, and I think you did, finally. Finally, the clarity came to you. And instead of getting the Ace of Swords, we got the 7 of Cups in the reverse, so that it would speak to this 7 of Wands. Oh, I just heard fire and water make steam, which is a kind of dissipation. When you put heat on your intuition, it got rid of the steam, got rid of what was not true. Interesting. And then whatever was left is you were able to narrow it down and understand what you're going to do now. You know, because of a certain amount of disappointment when you figured out, or it came to you finally, what you were about to do, oh my, just lost my train of thought, guys. Sorry about that. Sometimes that happens when you are, you know how when you're dreaming and then you wake up and then you like forget what you were saying right away? That's what happens sometimes when you're reading or when you're channeling. It might come back to me. Hang on. Okay, I just had to meditate on it, and I remembered This disappointment was what I was trying to explain what happened here, that your intuition told you you had all these different options. And when you realized that, say it was this blue one or something, you may have been disappointed because that was one of the options you didn't want it. Or it requires bravery, so you may have been kind of scared. And so that is probably part of what took you so long to understand where you're going next. Okay? All right. Hang on, please. Okay, somebody was making noise. Okay, so the next two cards that we have here are future cards. And you know, I'm going to get them both. First, what we have here, look at how cute this is. And I love this card in the reverse. This is a 10. Tens are endings, okay? And this, when we have these little claws, they're the swords. So this is the 10 of swords. And you can see how, see, they always have the little symbol at the top. So this, the 10 of swords, is in the reverse. Isn't it? Uh-oh. I think they have the pictures in the little book that comes with it. Let me see if that's upside down or not. Maybe it's right side up, because this one, these two are upside down. So this would be upside down. Okay, let me just make sure I'm not. Yeah, yep, okay. All right, so that's true. These are upright. Yeah, these are both upright. That one. Okay. Okay, well then this is a different message that isn't as exciting. The 10 of Swords is, you know, a negative situation. It's a bunch of backstabbing and, you know, tears, sadness. And then what we've got here is the 9 of Swords. Okay, so you have a 9 and a 10. And this is worries and fears being blown out of proportion. You can't sleep. This is nightmares. Okay. Overthinking. Okay. So something is coming. Something that is, I mean, look at how cute he is. So I just kind of feel like it's probably not going to be as bad as you may be imagining right now. But yeah, there's some bravery here that is needed, okay? But you know what, Libra? This is your energy. You know how to deal with this. This is, when you get stuff like this, it's Queen of Swords time. Queen of Swords. When she's right side up anyway, she's better, not bitter. She's brave. She's a queen. Okay, so I'm sorry, but there's going to be some pain and some worry coming at you in your future. So be grateful, that helps. Your hope is the energy of the Queen of Pentacles. So you may be hoping to be in this energy, or you may be hoping for someone's influence who fits this. So Pentacles is Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus, earth energy, very grounded. This is a nurturer. Okay, this is somebody who is generous and kind and, you know, very, very nurturing. They usually have a lot of money. So this doesn't have to be like a woman, okay? This queen, this can be a man as well. It's just a person who fits this energy, you know. It doesn't have to be a particularly feminine man. But if you're just a sweet person who's very nurturing, who is very helpful, who is generous, okay? So I think that you may be needing some nurturing with this situation coming up. There's something with this as well. Okay, I'm being shown these days, Spirit is showing me similarities between the artwork and these cards. And this looks like the same cat. So if this is a person, you're hoping, you may be worrying as a hope. You may need their help, but you may be worrying about asking for it. Okay? Another thing I'm getting is that now this cat is white with a little bit of gray, and this cat is gray with a little bit of white. So this is part of what this bravery is about. Okay? This is telling you you have the capacity to deal with this. The knight goes to war. He sees a lot of pain and suffering. Okay? And he's a quick mover. Sometimes he moves a little too fast. He starts something and doesn't finish it. There may be some sort of element going on here for you with that. They're showing me that these two kitties are also very Siamese-y looking. So these, yeah, well, they go together anyway, but wow, the similarities are so interesting. So this is your current environment. Ooh. This is your current state of being or environment. The Hierophant. This is Odin cat. I'm going to go and get the little book here and find him and you know, because I did go through this. It comes with a little book, and sometimes I want to read what it says about it. Now he's a 5, so he's in the beginning. Now 5s are changes. So there is a change going on. There is movement. You realized what's up. Okay, so this is a big change. Let me just talk. Okay, so so the description of this Odin cat is in the upright. Well, I'll just read that. First of all, it says, this card represents conformity, both good and bad. Huh. So is there something that you're conforming? Ah, both good and bad. Okay, so the upright, it says, the Hierophant, or the High Priest, is associated with Odin, the one-eyed god of wisdom and prophecy, and his raven companions. The wise elder always follows the rules, pardon me. Sometimes he even makes them. But what about the rules that are meant to be broken, the counters meant to be jumped on, the upholstery meant to be clawed? Sometimes it's okay to turn a blind eye. Okay, the only thing that really spoke to me about that was the whole prophecy thing. Okay, I feel like like I said, this is really some intuition. I'm kind of surprised not to see the High Priestess here, but we do have the High Priest, so so this is saying that the High Priestess energy plus the energy of conformity plus the energy of, you know, this is a lot of stuff. This is a teacher. This is No, this is, you're learning, your intuition is what I'm hearing. There's a big change here because of your intuition. You've been getting a lot of messages about that. And here we have water, which is intuition. You did know, you probably knew that this blue one, like I had said earlier, the thing you got to be brave about was the one. You're disappointed when you found out that that was correct. So this is a form of prophecy as well. You didn't realize that your inner self had kind of prophesied what's about to happen. Also, it may be that someone else in your life, it could be that someone else in your life made a prophecy about this as well. Like these two ravens up here, maybe there was some messengers that came and told you. Look at how cool he is. He's got this green eye too. What is green trying to tell me? Oh, the earth energy. He's Taurus energy. So he is the Empress energy as well. Like you, Libra. The Empress is Taurus and Libra energy. So I feel like in a way you are borrowing this energy. Okay, I don't even know what that means. All right, so the next energy that we have here is your fear card, and we have another knight. Okay, so there is some sort of movement here that you're afraid of. Wands is fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy again. But this fire energy is also spirit energy. It's also sexual energy, creativity. Okay, now the Knight of Wands is, you know, a really strong-minded person. This could be a move. This is also one of the cards for a change of residence, but this is in the reverse. So when this Knight is upside down, this is you know, delays, you know, some sort of interruption, or, you know, like you got to be patient. I think that you're afraid that some of you are afraid that you're not going to move. There's movement here, okay, but you may be afraid of more delays. Basically, you may be afraid of a negative message about something that you're creating. Okay, this also talks about something breaking down, maybe. Now, here you go. This is your potential outcome. And there you are, along with this Taurus energy with the Hierophant, the Empress. This is you, ruled by Venus. Isn't she cute? And she's right side up. So this is growth. This is abundance. Okay? This is joy, happiness, beauty. This is fruitfulness. You might be getting pregnant. This is abundance. There's something that's going to, this bravery, okay, there's some sort of test. There's some sort of lesson coming in, a spiritual lesson. You're going to learn something, and it's going to put you in this Empress energy. I think that you're going to learn even more about your intuition, or your intuition is just going to be, oh, leveled up. That's what I just got in my mind. Leveled up. You're leveling up. Wow. Okay. So yeah, you're learning, because the Hierophant is, here he's Odin, so that's a god. You know, that's very spiritual. In other decks, though, he's a pope, or he's a cleric, you know, like a wizard, you know, because he's a scholar, but he is spiritual. This would be somebody that knows a lot of stuff about the spiritual path that people have written down. Okay? The high priestess has her wisdom simply because she just knows. Feminine intuition. So there you may be about to go on the path to not just enlightenment. Your feminine intuition. Sometimes people say mother's intuition. This is nurturer, nurturer, abundant, abundant. That looks really good. So what, you know, this challenge that you're going through is going to put you in your Empress energy. Okay? And what is really interesting here too, Libra, is that the underlying energy of this entire read is the Emperor. Isn't he adorable? This says that, oh, darn it. I don't want to say it wrong. It's kind of funny what they say about his collar. Hang on here. What do they say about the collar? Worn with the right attitude, even a cone of shame can be a crown. And it talks about how this is authority. Okay. But as a twin flame reader here, Libra, this is a twin flame union that this is all about. Okay. You're being prepared. You're learning. You're leveling up to become this Empress because there's an Emperor waiting for you. This is the energy at the underlying energy of this entire read. But not only is there an Emperor waiting for you, and by the way, this is Aries energy, but it doesn't have to be an Aries. This is the sacred masculine energy, and when we balance the sacred masculine and the sacred feminine, that's when we have a divine couple. Whether you call it twin flame or not, the Emperor is the divine masculine and the Empress is the divine feminine. So I just can't also help but feel that this Emperor is also part of this energy. You have probably become very balanced in your masculine energy as well. Or this is part of the reason you're so brave. Your masculine energy has been also worked on. Everybody's masculine energy has been worked on this past year. And it's still changing. Okay, so this is sacred Emperor energy, and this would be distorted Emperor energy, which is what we've all been dealing with in the world. All the aggression, all the war, all the domination of the feminine. So here we have the feminine upright. So is the Hierophant. Okay? This is sacred masculine and feminine energy. When you balance your own masculine and feminine energies inside, you become your own twin flame. You give off this energy of what I call glory, and it brings in a counterpart. So for some of you, these two cards together may be indicating that you're doing that you're balancing out your masculine and your feminine. Like this is the underlying, because you've already done this, and now it's brought you this strength to be able to support your Empress energy. That's what part of what the Emperor does. Okay? And for some of you, this is a divine union with another person. What else is under here? Oh, the Five of Cups. Yeah, you've been mourning for something, and that the emotion has been part of what confused you, confused your intuition about what was going on. Yeah, you had a defeat. Yeah, what is this, the 9? Oh, and your wishes were not fulfilled. You had, this, to me, the Ace of Cups is very much like the Empress. You may have had abundance at one time, but it wasn't quite the Empress energy. All right. Well, we're already at 35 minutes here, Libra. Let's get your White Light Oracle and Legendary Ladies cards here and close out your reading. Yeah, so this is Bast or Bastet. And I've been seeing, you know, the Lion's Gate energy. I've been seeing the Tiger energy and the House Cat energy. And Bast was very strong in saying that she can cover all those energies, even though Sekhmet, which is the lion energy, Sekhmet actually came first. And then Bast or Bastet came into being in the Egyptian pantheon. But she was the most strong, you know. We heard from the lion spirit for the Lion's Gate. We heard from that energy twice. But the tiger spirit has also been around. And then, of course, the house cat energy. So Bast or Bastet is good for that. She is also in this deck, the goddess deck here, as Bast. Sekhmet is also in this deck as well. She came out yesterday, and there's also a tiger card in the White Light Oracle, and she came out yesterday as well. Wow, that's a lot of goddesses. Just get this one that fell down there. That one. Oh, okay. And Ran. Okay. Ren. Mermaid energy. Okay, so let's get your card from the White Light Oracle and see what's up with your spiritual journey. Oh, look, I split the deck, and there he is. Here's the lion, saying hi. Hey, guys. It was so weird, well, not weird, but neat. Yesterday, I split the deck, and the tiger spirit, Yeshi Sogyal, was in the split deck, and then when I dealt, she came out. That was awesome. Okay, so when that happens, I'm going to just go ahead and take the top one. And wow. I mean, okay, so I know that Odin has ravens, but this is crow. This is going to be pretty freaking close to the ravens that Odin has here. So the crow spirit, the blackbird spirit, wow, is going to speak. Let's see what we got here for your goddesses here. Run, focus, creation, persistence. Yeah, you. Oh, Saraswati, enlightenment. Yeah. Oh, that's the Empress energy I'm feeling. Amaterasu, inner beauty. Oh, she's one of our Japanese goddesses. And Inanna, oh, so ancient. Desire. Okay, so focus on desire with persistence for your creation, inner beauty, and enlightenment. Yeah, when I get a lot of cards like this, they often kind of spell out like a sentence. Focus on your desires, be persistent, and you will create more inner beauty, okay? And you will be enlightened. Whoop, I'm all, there you go. Saraswati, so pretty. Okay. Whoop. Oh, okay. So now the ivory wish-fulfilling crow. Wish-fulfilling? Remember when I was looking through the deck just now and it, you know, the Nine of Cups was in the reverse because your wishes were not fulfilled? Well, guess what? It seems as though they are about to be. You know, I've gotten this wish-fulfilling crow before. I don't quite remember what it says here. So, 39. Okay, that equals 12, which equals 3. So, whoa. Ivory wish-fulfilling crow. You can have what you truly want. Such knowledge helps soften and release fear, grasping, control, and doubt. Wow, didn't we totally addressed all of that. The fear, the trying to control, the doubt. Okay? Have confidence that the universe hears your prayers and is even now leading you into that which you seek. You can take sanctuary within your spiritual connection whenever you need stabilization and protection against the fluctuations of the external world. No matter what is happening around you, there is a way through to the fulfillment of your potential. Busunda is the mysterious Hindu sage who assumes the form of a crow and lives atop the magical wish-fulfilling tree, thriving whether there be feast or famine in the world. Wow. A highly evolved supernatural being, he has outlived the ending of numerous world ages. Holy moly! No calamity or cataclysm can shake the powerful divine tree or the creatures who live within its shelter. The sacred tree is a place of sanctuary and protection where no harm can befall any of its inhabitants. Wow! The wish-fulfilling tree is a spiritual symbol for the soul, the heart, and the divine bodhisattvas, or enlightened sages who guide and protect humanity. It represents a high level of consciousness which is abundant and in harmony with the universe and therefore blissful, free, and generous. This oracle reminds you that as you align with spirit, you are aligning with a powerful field of grace, which has protective and strengthening qualities. It is a spiritual tonic with effect in all dimensions and all realms of existence. The price for such sacred empowerment is the surrender of one's ego. This is a lifelong journey for most of us, rather than a one-time event. We recondition our mind in the ways of spirit again and again. We disentangle our hearts from societal conditioning based in fear, dominance, greed, victimization, of getting one's personal desires met at any cost. We recognize there is a profound difference between taking and receiving. We trust in what is destined for us. Stories abound in the Hindu tradition of various wish-fulfilling manifestations, from goddesses to trees to cows and gems. When someone, and I gotta turn the page, guys. Okay. All right. When someone sought to possess the wish-fulfilling treasure for their own personal use, they would always be thwarted by the higher spiritual intelligence of love, which cannot be controlled or manipulated, but remains as it is, pure and generously giving all that is needed to the receptive heart. Ivory is an organic material, like bone, which makes up the tusks and teeth of numerous animals of land and sea. Tusks are used to brush away vegetation and obstacles to help an animal move through its environment. Therefore, one metaphysical correspondence of ivory is the ability to move through even inhospitable environments successfully. Okay, so that's telling me that this inhospitable environment deal that's going on up here, you're going to move through it completely successfully. The message of the ivory wish-fulfilling crow is that one does not have to dominate or manipulate others to attain success. It is enough to align with spirit and trust that your sacred inner work is sufficient to attract whatever is needed to manifest your higher purpose. You can attain what you seek by becoming and radiating rather than through contriving or manipulating. Busunda teaches that when the cosmic fire of transformation becomes too intense, we can focus upon the sacred waters. When the winds of change blow ferociously, we focus upon the mountains. When the waters become such that we fear becoming submerged, it is best to focus upon the movement of the air. He is describing the way of responsiveness and balance. Ooh, balance. We love that, huh, Libra? You can recognize what is happening and adjust your sails to suit the winds rather than trying to change the ways of nature. This oracle guides you to trust that you will reach your destination even when there are forces beyond your control. You don't need to be more powerful than oppressive forces to overcome them. In connection with your heart temple of spirit, you will be empowered to proceed on your path with abundance, wisdom, and joy. And you will proceed on your path with abundance. Abundance. Wisdom. And joy. This is abundance and joy. It's all here. Everything that was said. Okay? You are like the wish-fulfilling crow. You are just, whatever goes on, how many ages begin and end, you're still there. You're in your Empress energy, or going to be in your Empress energy very soon. Libra, you got this. All right? So I hope that you enjoyed your reading. Let's see how much control you have over the situation. I can gauge that by the number of major arcana to minor. And you have the Empress and the Hierophant. And that's all. The Emperor was on the bottom of the deck. So 2 out of 10 cards means that you have most of the control over this. But this is your divine blueprint. The Hierophant and Empress energies right here. You're meant to be the Empress. And that's a beautiful energy. All right, Libra, that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. See you next time.